I don't know how well this is going to come out, but I subscribe to the Concordia commentary, and in the latest volume that I got that's on Hosea, they sent this sample of these Bible study series that they've been doing, or at least I think they've just started maybe with Matthew. And I actually thought it'd be interesting to kind of share as people are working on their Bible studies for Isaiah as potentially some kind of insight or thoughts on how they do this. This was interesting to me, so I'll kind of flip past. So it's got contents there. You can pause the video if you want to look at those things, but for time I'll just kind of keep it moving. But so they have, okay, so here's, primary text, some key takeaways is how they open up. I like that they offer a prayer or a hymn that you can sing. That's a neat kind of thing. And then introducing the lesson, kind of an opening question, sort of an icebreaker kind of thing, like was recommended. And it has some historical considerations around Matthew's gospel, theological considerations, and kind of gives some insight there. What was interesting is I like how they're kind of taking the Concordia commentary. Obviously, they're trying to kind of create a bridge between those commentaries and more kind of lay resources, but they're giving some nice, quotes from the commentary to kind of flesh in those key details, so a layperson maybe doesn't have to read that whole resource. But then they do get into a reflection question, kind of based off of the content that has preceded. And then they usually, after the questions, they kind of give like an answer. I thought that was kind of interesting to like give you a space to kind of try and get at the answer, but then also to maybe just kind of give it to you at the end. So then here's, a second one. This would be for chapter 1, 18 through 25. Same thing, a little bit of detail, less up front now that we've kind of gotten the preceding stuff for the book out of the way. Reflection question, a key question, and just kind of goes through that same format where it's a little bit of detail, some questions about it, a little bit of kind of filling in the answer, and then some more questions. And then they have a final thoughts section to just kind of wrap it up, and then gives you some recommendations of some things to do in a deeper way, and then a time for a closing prayer. So anyway, I figured I would share that. Looks like they also have leader notes, I'm just realizing, to kind of give some recommendations, kind of like those exegetical helps. An answer key. I don't know, it just looks like a neat resource. Figured I'd pass it along. I don't know what this is. Bonus resources. Yeah, it looks like it's kind of trying to do some like illustration type stuff to just kind of connect it for people, make it a little bit more applicable. Well, there you go.